Oh my god.
Alright guys, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome to another video, and today's is a little bit different. Instead of like a normal vlog like I usually do, I'm gonna do a top 5 BMX life hacks video. I didn't film yesterday, so I'm actually doubling up today. I'm filming this video right now, and then in a few hours, I'm starting the vlog for the day. Right now, I'm just gonna get a top 5 BMX life hacks and just some cool stuff. I've seen, like I can't take 100% credit for this. I've seen Adam LZ's, Nito Media. Who else have I seen? Ola BMX, he's another really good one. So I've kind of just taken my favorites, added some of my own. I think like one of my own, but mostly I just took my favorites of all of these YouTubers and I kind of put it into one video. This is just life hacks. I put it on my Snapchat to see if you guys wanted to see this top 5 BMX life hacks video, and you said yes. So I'm filming it. All right, before we take this video any further, I want you to go down. I want you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell because that's post notifications will be updated. You'll always be part of the movement, always be part of the family, always be part of the brand. So hit that thingy. Don't forget, we are becoming the biggest BMX YouTube channel on YouTube. It's just a matter of time, so join the family. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so this first BMX hack I have for you guys, I actually learned months ago. I was watching Harry Main's YouTube channel back when he, actually rode bikes every day. He had a loose chain and he tightened it, but he didn't sit on the ground and pull it back and tighten it like everybody else does. He had this weird, kind of unorthodox method I've never seen before, never thought before, and I've tried it myself, and I've not gone, I've been doing this for like a year. I don't know if anybody else has done this. I've never heard anybody talk about this. I've never heard of anybody do this besides Harry Main and myself. Obviously, since he's done it, he's gotten people to do it just like he got me to do. Anyway, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. There's all sorts of ways to tighten your back wheel and keep your chain tight. This life hack is how to keep your chain tight and tighten it really easily by yourself, and not have to have a team of your friends hold the wheel back and crank the thing down. You got a loose chain. That's a no-no. Shout out to the fact that it's literally 4 days from Christmas by the time I'm filming this video right now. And yes, I know it's like flickering and I don't know why. This is a life hack I learned, like I said, like a year ago. It has been the #1 tip in BMX I've ever learned. This has saved my life so many times. Saves me so much time. So whenever when I grind too hard and my wheel pops this way, my chain's loose and I can't whip. Oh, right on the wood. This has been a lifesaver. It saved me so much time, so much hassle, and I didn't have to bug my friends to come hold my wheel. So I really like this one. That's why I'm starting it out with this. Your wheel, you're gonna loosen it like it's totally loose. After it's totally loose, you can just kind of like place it however you want. You're gonna tighten it just a little bit, just kind of finger tighten it. This is exactly what I do. I push it back just a little bit with my thumbs, and then you're gonna take your right knee and you're gonna put it on this part of the tire, and your left knee on this front part of the tire, kind of where this hand is, but on the other side. So that way you're pushing it you're pushing the wheel away from the sprocket. So you push it back with your thumb. Right knee here, left knee up here, and you're gonna push it so the wheel, instead of going straight, it's gonna go like this. And every time I do this, it actually touches the frame. I've pushed it back and I've moved it, and it's pinched up against the frame. And that's good. You want it on the non-drive side first. So then you just tighten it. You don't want to tighten it that much. You just get it somewhat snug. You don't crank down on it, because then it's not gonna move. And it's gonna be still kind of crooked after you tighten it somewhat snug. But you just do the exact opposite of that now. You're gonna put your right knee up here and your left knee back here. You're gonna push it more towards the other direction. You're gonna push it towards the other side of the frame. But it's not gonna be to the point where it's actually touching the frame. You've tightened it just enough on this side to where you can still move it, but it's not gonna move enough to where you can push it all the way over. So now you just repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Now you can start to crank it down. And if you don't like running a super tight chain like I do, because I do tons of tail whips, and I just like the tightest chain as possible. If you don't want it super tight, just kind of adjust the method you do it. Just ease off on pushing it and pulling it. I'm only gonna share like 5, but I have like 15 to 20. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments. And also let me know by liking this video, and I will drop more of these, because I have plenty of BMX life hacks I use myself and I have found that are very useful from other YouTubers. So if you like this video, I will make more. Hack #2 can be a lifesaver for you street riders out there. So if you're riding this awesome spot, having a sick session with your homies, and you've pedals miles away from the nearest bike shop, the nearest ride, your freaking house, and you pop a tire. Now you're like, oh, I gotta walk all the way home, or ride it wobbling side to side, ruining my rim. There's actually a easy and super effective and efficient way that you can get home and get where you need to go with a complete flat tire with no tube. Now I'm not gonna take my tube out and deflate my tire because I'm lazy and I'm about to go to the skate park right after I film this. But basically the concept is you have a flat tire, it is popped. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take the sidewall of your tire off, and you're gonna take out your tube and you're just gonna pull your tube out of that side. So you have no more tube, you don't need that tube anymore. And you've got this side of the tire off. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the other side and take that tire off as well. Instead of it being like this, you're gonna have your tire outside of the walls of your rim, and your rim is gonna fit up inside the tire, and it's gonna ride like on the very top right here. It's really hard to explain without showing you. I'm lazy and I'm about to use this thing, so. Take out your tube and then take the sidewalls off, put your rim up inside of it, and you can ride home perfectly fine. That is a hack a lot of BMXers use, but if this is new to you, that could be a lifesaver. Just kind of a real quick thought. I've had some ideas of like 24-hour challenges that I want to do with like me and my friends. Just kind of like random videos out of nowhere. There's like this camper that's like way down in that field that no one uses. I want to do a 24-hour challenge in that camp with some extra variables like no phones, no like extra challenges, things we have to get done. It's not really BMX, but it's just kind of entertaining content that me and my friends can make, just random videos when we're bored. So I figured doing that, like doing a day that we're not riding is better than no video at all. Like a 24-hour challenge video day that we're not gonna ride anyway, I feel like it's more, you know, it's better than no upload at all. So if that's something you guys are interested in, just some random funny 24-hour challenges, better than anyone else's, let me know in the comments. If you don't really care, I'm not gonna put in the effort to film it, I'm just gonna do it anyway. This next life hack I've never used and I will never use it because I ride street. My tires do not cooperate with this. I don't do a whole lot of foot jams, but if you're a park rider, and it is kind of, it's interesting. It's interesting. If you're a park rider and you do a lot of foot jams, this may save your life. As odd as it sounds, a bar end is actually gonna save your feet a lot of pain. Not a metal one. Metal one does not do the job. This actually completely defeats the purpose. But I don't have another plastic one, so I'm gonna kind of get my point across using this metal one. But use a plastic one if you're gonna do this. We're gonna take this wheel off, put this bar end inside the fork. Yeah, makes sense, right? My filmer for now. So like I said, this one's super simple. You need a freaking plastic bar end. This is not gonna do anything. Move your wheel, take your bar end, and literally put it in. That's what it is. This one doesn't work. It's metal, and my forks are super, like the hole is really wide, but most forks aren't like that. So you could literally just plop it in there. Or if yours is big like mine, just wrap some duct tape around it and squeeze it in there. Because what it's gonna do, like this bar end it's super thin, it's metal, and it just doesn't work. But you put it in here, and then it adds like a spacer almost in between your tire and the fork. So the point of it is, it adds extra space in between your tire and the fork, so that way your foot doesn't slip through this crack and get smashed. It's literally just saves your foot from going in and sliding in the tire because that's no fun. If your bar end is too fat, just sand it down, make it a little skinnier. Like this one, it's super thin, but if yours is super fat, because I've seen some of those, I ride some of the Odyssey Power ends, they're freaking thickened. Just take some sandpaper or grinder and just grind them down. It's a piece of cake. That's how you save your feet. This next one I'm just gonna get out of the way real quick. Wow, it is freaking sad outside. Look how disgusting it is. It's been like this every single day and it sucks. It's like you can see the moisture in the air. It freaking sucks. Anyway, in the summer, whenever you're riding all the time and your hands get sweaty or you're riding inside, everybody's hands get sweaty while riding BMX, and it's dangerous. You could fall off. Someone may be using it as an excuse to not land a freaking trick. Like, no. If your friends use this as an excuse to not land a trick, no. Tell them to watch this video, like, comment, and subscribe. It's literally the easiest fix and one of the most effective BMX life hacks I've ever used, ever. You're just out riding street. It's everywhere. The solution to this problem is literally everywhere. I'm looking at a shit ton of it. Dirt, sand, baby powder, chalk, all sorts of random shit. The idea is you get your hand covered in dirt, sand, baby powder, chalk. Any of those things, you just kind of put a light dusting over your hands, rub them together, pat them together, whatever you gotta do. Those will absorb the sweat. You just slap the ground really hard, get some dust on your hands, it'll absorb it and you're good to go. No more sweaty hands. It's super effective and it saves you from falling off and breaking your freaking face. That's another life hack I use all the time. I think that was number 4 and I'm on number 5 now. I'm actually gonna go over my list. I'm gonna do some honorable mentions. Don't forget to let me know in the comments if you wanna see more life hack videos. So this one I had to come down here for. It's really dark down here, but it's a short one. Your bars keep moving forward or backward. They don't stay in the same place. You do a huge drop, and your bars go Yeet! That's no fun. I've gotten hurt many times doing that. This is a really easy fix. Chances are either your stem or bars are really cheap or they're brand new and they still have a shit ton of paint on them. Now this life hack is much easier and much cheaper than going through the hassle, spending the money of buying a new stem or new bars. Maybe it's brand new and it's still got the new coating of paint over it. Maybe it's just really cheap and doesn't work very good. This is an easy and cheap fix. I just found this random piece of stem. It's the only part I found, but you're gonna do this to this part of the stem and the part that screws onto the front of it. So you're gonna do this to both parts of the stem, but I only have this part right now. This is an old stem, so you can't really tell. But when I first got this, it had the same color right here. So that means this was all black, just like the rest of the stem. And it was slipping all of the time because it had fresh paint on it. Well, I fixed that by taking some sandpaper and getting that off. You just gotta grind it down, get all that fresh paint off, wipe it, and then it started slipping because this is just ass. So what do? You just roughen it up so that way the bar has something to grip on. So if this is super rough and rigid, it'll give the bars something to grab onto instead of just slipping on that flat surface. So theoretically, you make horizontal lines. If you run your finger across it and you get cut, chances are your bars are not gonna slip. Boom, that's how you keep your bars from moving. Super cheap, super effective. Shout out to the fact that I'm in my miniature ghetto homemade skate park. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that. I posted it like a week ago. I actually ride this setup so much, it's so fun. You can't see it, but behind that fence, oh no, it's right there. You can't see it. That's a trampoline. I don't have it anymore. I don't know why. I just sold it off, parted it. It stopped being fun because I got really good at it. But I think I'm gonna get another one this summer, but a trampoline bike. You get used to doing the motion and doing like the rotation of tail whips, the turning your shoulder for the 360s, the flicking the bar spins. This is so easy on the tramp bike. But if you could get that muscle memory down, you could get it down on the real thing. So basically, it's just a tool to help you learn BMX tricks a lot faster and cleaner. So much more. I literally have a whole list on my phone, but I'm gonna hold off to see if you guys even like this video. Let me know in the comments if you wanna see the rest of my bike hacks, if you wanna see my trick learning bike hacks. Also comment if you have any life hacks of your own. Anyway, I'm gonna put this camera down, edit this video, get ready to go to the skate park because I'm about to film in like 5 minutes, but about 24 hours from when you're watching this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, in my bank account. I got 1, 2.